Hey guys, we're playing The Space Between, and by we I mean Stephanie. I'm sitting over to the left
Keith
in
is no
keyboard
help,
range.
as usual.
Maybe I'll control the walking if you have to walk. That'd be funny. I actually don't know if this is the point or not. We're playing this entirely because Errant Signal made a video recommending it, and I didn't watch it, and then I played it. Shocking discovery at building site. Local police made a shocking discovery at the soon-to-be-opened Bright Hall Theater.
Oh, look at space. Look at kerning.
Yeah,
is that kerning?
No.
Dang it.
They found its justification.
Oh.
They found the remains of the Martin Melanson, the architect of the building, buried inside its walls. At present, the police cannot rule out that he was murdered. Maybe it's a variation of kerning. I don't know.
Interesting topic.
Semantics. Ongoing investigations point towards possible suspects in his close environment. Now, they're doing the thing where it's like a newspaper story, but it's in a thin column. And newspapers are always justified so that they hit the left and right boundaries.
Yes.
Which means that if there's like 3 words and one of them's awkwardly long, there's just going to have long spaces between them because the spacing between words changes. I always find that annoying about newspapers, but they don't want to have a jagged right side or left side. Hello. Do you walk in this game? Oh, you do walk in this game. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble
because we're in a fort.
Yeah.
Am I a child?
Here, let's see if I can rearrange things so you can reach WASD.
I am a small child.
Before we move the mouse pad, let's get your. There you go. You can move your phone.
Yes.
We totally prepped for this. This is what blind playthroughs are like. All right, so you're probably gonna need WASD.
Cool, dude.
Here's your drink over here. There you go. We did it. We saved the day.
Ooh, I'm a baby.
So this is a cool art style. Hey, Martin, are you still in here?
Depends on who's asking.
Yeah. What are you, a cop?
You writing a book?
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Does it just proceed at its own pace? Don't you want to come out?
I don't know, you sound like a creep. Identify yourself.
Not yet, but please stay, Daniel. My name's Daniel. This is what I sound like. Okay. Are they kids?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here at this moment. I don't see you, but I know you are there behind.
I think this...
I'm glad we are friends.
I can't tell who's talking, and I think that's on purpose. Yeah.
I'm gonna call this now. We're the same person.
We might be. It might be an imaginary
Calling
friend. Because we're in a...
Hey, Martin, you know what? Put your hand on the curtain. That's not creepy.
I hope it's creepy. Because we seem to be a kid in a fort.
For the record, I don't think I can control
anything right now.
No.
Why? I think it's because we're staring at the wall, talking to the person. Come on, do it too on my side.
This is creepy. If you guys just want to hold hands, just hold hands.
No, do we need to touch hands?
You know, can I choose to not do that?
You don't want to do it?
Okay, now what? Okay, so I'm putting my hand on the curtain. Even though they don't provide me a visual of this. Do you feel my hand or the curtain?
Whoa, existential.
Yeah, dude.
That's the true horror of this video.
Both, I guess.
Ooh, clever.
Well, technically, I think I do actually feel the curtain. I'm gonna get scientific here.
Yeah, but is the pressure you get back from the curtain or the hand?
I feel the curtain, but the implication.
Do you really ever touch anything, man? We're all just electrons, man.
I do like to think about that whole.
Well, we seem tall.
No matter what kind of physical contact you make with anyone, you're never actually touching them on a completely true level. There's always going to be a very, very fine thin of molecules between you.
And yet still, while not touching someone, you can hurt them.
Emotionally.
Emotionally. Or with knives.
I decided to go right into the dark here.
Which one do you think we'll get in this game? Both?
I hope.
You just went straight for the darkness. You had so many options.
You know, I don't think I can actually go into this darkness. I wasn't supposed to do that. I just was eager.
You had so many options, and you went for the darkest hole. All senses vanished.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go like towards a lit area. I feel like maybe over here. But
this is like every effect at once.
Hey, look, it's a curtain. Do you think I'm going to touch it and feel someone's hand on the other side?
This is like aliasing and scan lines and chromatic aberration.
I told you, I like...
And hyper contrast.
I like everything Puppet Combo does. So this is anything kind of like VHS, whatever you want to call this style. I'm sure
you like the Babysitter Bloodpath dev.
Yes, I do.
Maybe we'll see if they made something new on Halloween.
Ooh.
I wonder if you're supposed to go somewhere or just live here for a bit in the scene and experience.
You think it's just supposed to be some sort of ambient experience?
I don't know. I've played both. So I've definitely played games where you just kind of exist in a space for a bit and then it cuts to the next scene sometimes. And then other ones where you explicitly have things to do.
You see a face in that window?
It does look like a skull. Like the Punisher skull.
And also I don't believe I can run, so...
You tried shift already?
Yes. Yes, I just did.
That long pause.
I had to look down at my hand.
What's that structure in the... Oh, that's just the
That's
towel.
The curtains, yeah. I had to look down at my hand, figure out where shift was, and then figure out which finger to use to push shift.
Did they give you an option to hit E on the curtain?
E. No. It pops up last time, I would assume so.
I wonder if you move to the next space by pressing E on the curtain or something. I don't know. This is reminding me of LSD. Have you ever seen that game?
This reminds me of doing LSD.
Yeah.
Says Keith. Just kidding.
It definitely meant that.
E. E. No.
There's a game called LSD on the PS1.
Yeah, the LSD Dream Simulator?
Yeah.
Oh, that noise kind of was worrisome.
It kind of sort of randomizes a bunch of crazy places, but then based on how you interact with each dream, it changes the future dreams. And it plots you on like a weird chart of like where you're progressing in the dream space between like chaos and harmony and
I wonder if it's
hate or
supposed
whatever.
to be it's supposed to tell you something about yourself. It's supposed to be like introspective.
It was supposedly based on the developer.
Sorry, everyone.
Keeping a dream.
Super excited.
They kept a dream diary.
Like Salvador Dali.
Yeah. I think they kept a dream diary.
Oh, hey, fool.
Were you there the whole time?
Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. People probably saw that.
I didn't see it at all.
Stupid. Hi.
Hey.
You are living here, aren't you? Yes. Let me answer you.
I have seen you a few times down here at night from my window.
That's not terrible. Yes, I live here. You've watched me? I'm so flattered. That's definitely my response.
No, not really, but I noticed you. What's your name?
Stephanie.
That's a pretty name. Roger.
To notice me, your lights had to be off. My name is Martin. Oh wait, I'm the... Oops. She's the creep. I thought it was the other way around.
We'll never be able to tell who is who. Yes, with the lights on, I would only
Clara.
see my reflection. I am Clara.
Clara?
I've watched too much Doctor Who. So which one is yours?
Yeah, hey, babe. Want to tell me that room number?
Hi.
It's a curtain. Can I put my hand on the curtain and then you put your hand on the curtain and then we can hold hands through the curtain?
Just reach for the screen. Are we frozen again?
You guys,
Nope.
I'm not making any of these pacing decisions. I just want you to know this.
Except for earlier when you paced in circles for a while.
Well, that was pacing in a different way. So is this what you do at night? Watching people through their windows with their lights on? Yes.
Yeah, we were looking at a skull earlier.
How'd they know my true hobby?
We were watching the window earlier. Like you are watching people with your lights off.
Hey Keith, sometimes at night I go downstairs and I look up at your window with your lights on and I just watch you through your window.
Question of perspective. So you stand outside the backyard.
I stand in the backyard and I look
and
up.
You stare at my ceiling.
Yeah.
Because that's all you could see. Certainly. And what is that to you?
What is it that you do? Stare at people's windows. I just told you. I am an architect.
They made it impossible to tell which line is said by who going in.
Why? Because it pays good money.
Whoa!
What a diss.
What do you mean? That's what I do. What I am.
Why?
Jesus. Where do you work? Why?
You're on YouTube?
A builder
Why?
of walls?
You're keeping us apart with those walls. I'm fundamentally against walls.
Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. Sometimes they're emotional or knives.
Knives are my favorite ones. Sometimes walls can be very thin, like curtains. What are you building?
A theater.
That's a lot of... I'm thinking a lot about this.
Wait, I thought we were already in Act 1. Didn't we see a card like this before?
Yeah, but maybe it's a prologue.
Maybe we're Act 1-er.
One act.
More Act 1 than before.
Act 1A.
Oh, we're in a relationship of some sort. So we're still hanging around.
Well, this is the longest relationship I've ever been in.
It is hard not to identify with your work, right?
Are they saying it's hard not to identify with the work that one creates? Or is it this work specifically? Because I don't relate to this work.
More often than not. And it is hard to let go.
She looks very, concerned.
But that's why I'm an architect. I don't have to let go. I can live inside my work.
Oh my goodness.
Notifications are going off.
I'm too popular, sorry.
You are living inside the building. So you are creating.
I threw my phone across the room.
Into garbage.
Into the garbage.
Yes, it's part of the contract.
Sorry, everyone.
Really adding to the mood. Also in the theater.
Yes, lady.
The screen's so wobbly.
There's a room that belongs to me. Do you want to see it? Well. I've been asked questions like this before. This is how people die.
No.
Oh, this isn't the room.
Hi.
Is it? Oh.
Hello.
Well, there's the theater right there.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi. I think, can you walk? Yeah, you can walk now.
I'm just gonna leave you
They're
behind.
building a theater, which also is a larger replica of the previous geometric shape.
So I do like this as a building. I don't know if I like his artwork of it.
Yeah, but he was an architect.
Yeah.
So those were all models and sketches of the building.
Oh yeah. For some reason I was assuming it was like an art showing.
Gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly.
No, they're all model scales. Scale model. Fuck it.
I do enjoy seeing like interesting buildings.
The audience gets to know the actors, while the actors don't know the audience, right?
This is some existential
I'm digging the music.
whatnits.
Oh, are we inside?
As an actor, we're all reciting lines that somebody else has written for us.
Deep.
What are my true feelings?
Deep. We're getting more and more games lately that are all talking about like, whoa, this is an artificial story, man. I'm just a programmed character, man.
I do really enjoy those games that do that whole, oh shoot.
Save the Date, Pathologic 2, The Beginner's Guide.
Yeah, I was gonna say The Beginner's Guide.
Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable, I love. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going down there.
Pathologic 2 is a giant, like, 40-hour, like RPG survival experience with a real-time clock like Dead Rising and shit, and all the while there are plays going on that are reenacting the scenes of the actual story that's happening in the real game, sometimes before they happen, while everyone's like behind the scenes talking about like how they're just actors and the whole thing's just artificial, or is it, or what? Like it's an incredibly strange presentation.
I have a particular interest in the concept of determinism, and so you can argue that every person's life choices aren't their own, but are a product of their environment. And I like thinking about that. It's like, to what extent are we actually responsible for our own decisions?
How much I love this unfinished stage.
I think you should just leave it unfinished, she says.
Forever, as a statement.
Yeah.
And then when scaffolding falls on someone, they're like, they knew what they signed up for. Yes, everything lies open.
Lady, you don't know how long it took me to walk here. I don't think you interrupted me.
You can see what it is in seeing what it will be.
Yes. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye. Back to walking without you now. These stairs don't seem very great for being able to get onto these individual.
No, I think this is actually a liability.
layers. Yeah.
I can see this being a problem.
It's like very, very steep stairs.
Some little lady is taking a tumble.
But the stage and its role is already there. Like she controls our eyes. Can you imagine?
She demands
play?
my attention.
And we are the audience.
Well, that is what's going to happen here.
On our way to our seats.
That's the plan, lady. Boop. I'm breaking up with you right now.
I feel like on some level the issue I have with determinism stuff is that in practical terms it mostly just serves to absolve people of responsibility.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't it's not an actionable thing otherwise, besides the idea of my actions don't matter because I'm not making them.
Well, that's the scary... She's making me mad. Like
at the apartment complex when it gets dark. We're on a date or something.
This is not...
Watching the lights go on behind the windows. It is not so different from watching a play. Or being philosophical.
I mean, I really enjoy having intellectual conversations on dates, but not if they make me stop walking and they walk at me from across the entire
Clockwork
room.
Orange style.
I don't enjoy that. It's not one of my things.
It would almost be nice if there was just people saying the lines in the background.
Or if she just let me keep walking, that'd be cool. But no. So that's actually like what's scary about determinism.
So we left the audience space behind us.
Dang it,
didn't we?
Barbara. Clara, whatever her name is.
Through the orchestra, up to the stage.
She makes me wait for her to get really close.
Would we still be the audience here? I get a kick out of strange visuals where it's like PS1, or are we already performing? It's all like low resolution PS1 graphics and so on, but then there's high resolution weird tricks like the wobble. I don't know. Like there's also the VHS effect where like you can see the distortion on the top and bottom of the screen. Are you performing? Literally yes, right now.
Well, I was gonna say,
we have an audience.
Hello.
Hello.
You mean playing a? She's calling you out.
A role?
She's calling you out, Keith.
Hey, how are you? Isn't the audience also supposed to
play a role? No. Well.
Yeah. Shut up. Play their role, I mean.
I get what she's getting at. I get what you're getting at, lady. There's a very practical part of my brain that says...
We're all wearing masks.
I get it.
As the actor is also observing.
I'm too pragmatic for this. There's a part of me that's like, well, she's like, well, if you're down here, that you're part of the orchestra, are you still a part of the audience? The pragmatic part of my brain says no, because you're part of the orchestra. So technically, you're no longer a part of the audience. I guess you're an audience to everything in the sense that you experience things every day and you witness things, and everyone
you participate in everything.
Yes, everyone's acting all the time. Everyone's an audience member all the time.
It's like when you have Twitch chat open and like the Twitch chat itself is performing for each other and you. What's the difference between the audience and the actors?
This date's over, Clara. I'm breaking up with you right now.
What separates them?
If I went on a date and some guy was talking to me like this, I would kick him out. I'd be like, no, we're not doing this.
It does sound like she's a philosophy teacher. The curtain, I guess.
Oh, the curtain. Oh, hey.
Her eyes gotta have like an Instagram filter on them right now. And after the play has started, we all die. Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter.
You're getting redundant. Clara, we all know why you're here. I just need you to put your hand on the curtain, and I put my hand on the other side because that's apparently my thing. That's all I need from you.
Sometimes closeness comes through separation. Like audience and actors. That echoes a thing I just read about today. I found out that Danny DeVito was married to the same woman from Matilda.
Yes. Rhonda Perlman.
And they said they've been closer ever since they separated in 2013.
Well, okay. So the whole distance makes the heart grow fond thing. Scientists have proven that's not necessarily the case. It's more like an out of sight, out of mind thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you keep each other in your lives, sometimes being separated makes you able to flourish as individuals, so you can like each other more.
Be close?
No.
Getting closer.
She's not giving me a choice.
Here I come.
She's not giving me a choice.
It is not easy to trust.
You just jolted forward a little bit there.
Yeah.
Clara.
I think trust is a decision, an act.
Clara.
But yeah, I think they're still married, but separate. Is it acting?
There's a lot of people who I think just, like, they can't be the most true version of themselves with other people around. I really benefit from alone time. A lot of people benefit from alone time. Sometimes being separate makes you more able to be compatible.
Yeah.
And I think it's...
Do you want to see what's under the stage?
I think it's me asking her. This is where I'm going to kill her because I'm tired of listening to her talk.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't take that much issue with the dialogue. I think it might be like 30% too much.
30%.
Because it was kind of looping. The audience only gets to know the actor's role, while the actors can observe the honesty of voyeurs.
I think he's just trying to drive home specific points, so it's like reiterating those same points over again. I just don't like that she makes me stop walking.
Yeah, I think my issue is more just the pacing of the dialogue is so slow that we read it and then we sit here for 10 seconds and start talking about something else because we're just staring at it. I'm
sorry, everyone, if you're like super dedicated. Clicking? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
So I assume there's no way to skip the understage.
There's no way to skip it. They want me. It's like it's almost like a movie where the director forces you to look at something. How quiet it is. Because it wants to direct your attention to prove some sort of point. So it's making me stare at this because it's the direction of the game.
How hollow. Do you think one of us dies here in this building today, but not empty?
Well, remember what the newspaper said?
Objects hidden from the audience are waiting here. I already forgot. Even though I read it out loud.
Well, then I won't spoil it for you.
They're ready to reveal themselves at the right moment.
I feel so bad. The audience is going to hate me in this episode because I'm the
one
frustrated.
Who apparently forgot the fucking the story.
I have no patience for this woman. I ain't got no patience for this.
Look at these spooky hallways. And the graininess.
You're coming off as pretentious, Clara.
And the aliasing.
I know it seems like she's trying to flex.
And the shimmering, which I think is what people call when aliasing goes crazy. Around edges of things.
It's called what?
Shimmering, I think.
Oh.
This is the room.
Interesting.
Like how the line of that light shimmers in and out of existence.
Oh.
My room.
This is not...
Do you think art is narcissistic?
Kind of, yeah. By nature.
Do I think this room is narcissistic?
This room I think is, because there's nothing else in it.
Maybe.
Well, I guess everything you make is a reflection of yourself.
You built a room for your ego so it can live here, didn't you?
Well,
damn.
If I'm going to build myself a house, I'm going to build a room for my
not true.
My ego and my super ego.
How do you know?
Big old rooms.
Like, you know, like the way that like in a heavily when the anti-aliasing is basically turned off. If so, we could not be here together. Like all the edges of things like vibrate kind of with their jagginess, but we are. I think that's called shimmering. I am glad we are here at this moment.
It almost seems like she built this place. Aren't I the architect?
I am glad we know each other. To some extent, it's confusing because we can't tell who's saying stuff in each line. I am glad too.
This whole time I'm assuming Clara's talking to me, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's me talking to Clara this whole time.
Or we're going back and forth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Do you like sudden loud noises? Oh. Do you know how they called the understage in the past?
I'm assuming with the telephone.
The necropolis. They called it hell.
Oh,
I've heard of that before, yeah.
I thought she meant like how they called it, like how they actually contacted it.
Yeah.
With a phone.
They would put the little...
Dumb old
They'd
Stephanie.
put the tube to the vacuum tube and it would go...
They open the hatch and they just drop a letter down there. Dear hell, hope things are going all right. I know it's really hot down there. We didn't pay for AC.
This looks funeral-y. I don't know why that's the first thing that comes to mind.
No, I definitely understand that. It looks like a monument.
Yeah. Something bad happened. The Space Wars of 1992, when the bugs killed the Washingtons.
Whoa.
And they made this giant...
That sounds like an interesting story there, Keith.
The West Coast Washington and the DC.
I thought you
only those.
Or Washington's, the family. Like George Washington.
Also everyone named Washington. All dead. Yeah, that's shimmering like crazy there. The way it looks like it's like all the dots are running right to left across the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like
little baby, mice.
It's one of those weird effects of video games where sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who sees it.
That's a badge.
Like it's unique to my eyes or something, even though it's not. Because you know it doesn't exist in the universe. So inherently it feels weirdly private and personal to your eyes as your experience of the game. The weird racing dots everywhere. Oh, I was right.
It isn't. Yeah, I was actually, good call
there. You just walked into a coffin with a wreath and everything. Fuck, this is a greedy amount of space for a few deaths.
This is the room for my ego.
Yeah, goddamn.
I built a room for my ego. It's this size.
Things I just watched keep coming back and it's freaking me out. Like I just watched a video about somebody who had died, so they had a video that was an audio that was supposed to be played from inside their coffin as they are being buried. Part of it was like the coffin's down in the bottom of the hole, and they're like, "Hello, hey, can you guys let me out of here?" and stuff like that.
Oh, so
like,
it's a mess with other people.
It's a voice. It's like he voiced it for his own funeral because he knew he was gonna die.
That's pretty funny.
So you can see the whole audience laughing as he's buried. But if you watch just one clip out of context, without the surrounding stuff, it sounds like it sounds like somebody's pleading that they're still alive in the coffin and everyone's laughing at them as they lower them into the grave. If you just watch that one part of the clip and out of context, it's like, oh no.
If I was that guy, I would like mail that notification to everyone. I'd be like, hey, tell everyone except for Aunt Lucinda. And Lucinda's the one person at the funeral that doesn't know what's happening. And
Fuck
she's
you,
flipping
Lucinda.
out. Yeah, she's like, you guys don't hear that? You guys don't hear, why are you still burying him? Where? Clara.
Yeah.
My friend Clara, where are you?
If we're ruining the atmosphere by talking a lot, you can buy this game for $3 right now on itch.io and play it yourself.
Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry. Oh, is she in the corner? Nope, that's not her.
Maybe you're supposed to touch the curtain.
Oh.
Ooh. Whose grave is behind here?
Nope.
Nope. Are those
are benches.
Are the benches two-dimensional?
Let's slowly discover.
Yeah. Oh, that's the shadow under the bench. Gotcha. That's why it looked two-dimensional, because you couldn't see the depth, because the texture was blending. It looked like didn't it look like the bench was fused to the wall as a flat, like, image? Like you weren't supposed to come up and look at it?
Yeah, it did.
So you got up to it and realized it's just all the same color. Oh, have you tried that door?
Is that a door?
I think so. Maybe it's a curtain.
Looks like granite.
Yeah.
Nope.
How do you know it's granite? How do you know it's an anorthite? Geology jokes.
Is anorthite a real thing, Keith? Did you just make that up?
No, anorthite's real.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Press E to pay respects.
For some reason you came to that from the front of the coffin, but...
Because the wreath is there. Hey, Daniel.
Oh, it's Daniel. Wait, Daniel was the one outside the curtain at the beginning.
Oh, shit. He's dead. Maybe he always was. Are you behind it?
Oh, he's behind the curtain. He's behind the life curtain.
The curtain of death.
Yeah.
He's beyond the veil. I don't see you.
What if just throughout life...
But you are there. Behind it.
They're just invisible curtains everywhere, and the dead are just constantly trying to push their hands onto you.
I love you, Daniel.
Do you think he was my brother?
Dude, I don't know if he was real. I wish I could.
Something's in this coffin.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's Daniel.
That's true.
Be close, Daniel.
It's very sweet.
Be close. I put my hand on it, but
I don't feel your hand back.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Oh, we're a kid again, I think. Look how tiny we are. We're under a desk.
See, it'd be funnier to think that I'm just an adult.
Just crouch under a desk.
I actually wasn't.
Oh
a
yeah,
kid.
there's the curtain.
Okay, now what?
Daniel.
Do you feel my hand or the curtain? Both, I guess.
Nope.
Oh, man, I was really hoping.
Wait, is that an incinerator? What is that?
That does look like an incinerator. I was really hoping there'd be something behind me when I turned around. I would have gotten a huge kick out of that.
Yeah.
I love playing games like this, or even watching movies and just thinking about the opportunities
For what
that I would have loved to see. Yeah.
Because by just evoking the genre of horror, you're already on edge all the time, expecting when something might happen.
I love being scared. I really do. I think there's an art to it.
Sometimes when it's the complete random moment, that's when it's the biggest surprise. Like when we were playing Unforgiving, that one first scare is completely out of nowhere. It's not even in a unique location, or it's not built up to. You just turn around and there's a fucking thing, and you're like, what?
I love watching. Oh, hey.
Oh, there it goes. That's a lot of chromatic operation. With it's red on to the right of the object and blue to the left of it. Aberration, not operate. Probably aberration. You've seen it in movies, even if you don't know you have. And also games.
Goodbye,
Even
Daniel.
though it makes no sense to have in games, because you're seeing with your eyes, and eyes don't do that. It only makes sense when you're seeing through something artificial.
I don't feel like this is actually how crematoriums would work.
What? Completely unsupervised burning of object?
Yeah, yeah.
In a closed room where none of the gas can filter out? Don't be so melodramatic.
How dare you feel emotion about that?
Shots fired. They're on to us. Where are you at the moment?
Sitting in Keith's room.
Yeah. It's half of it's red, half of it's pink.
His decision.
Is that Braille?
It does look like Braille. But it is a curtain.
Of Braille. Oh, it's the curtain we keep looking at. The frozen one where you can't move.
Yep. It is.
So like
Oh my god, Clara.
Isn't E a meme?
I didn't consent to this.
Isn't that a meme? Where they like show like a picture of Markiplier crossed with like the guy from Shrek, and it's all distorted looking, and then that's just the letter E.
Yeah.
like I'm not imagining the comparison here, right?
No, they just want to imply that there's an action to be taken.
Yeah, we also walked up to a coffin to press E instead of F, but it's like, they put that in unironically, huh? Like, they basically put in the F to press to pay your respects, like from Call of Duty.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where's my body? Am I under this blanket?
I don't know. Do you think you even exist? What if you
I don't like that Clara's here. I don't want this.
What if we've always been Clara?
So what you thinking about?
What you thinking about, Mr. J?
What you thinking about? People always like to ask that. I'm like, I don't.
Always on opposing sides.
I don't know what I'm thinking of. I forgot what I was thinking about as soon as you asked that. I was zoning out.
Always, always.
Don't look at me like that.
The real
Clara.
answer is just that whatever I'm thinking about is something that no one cares about.
Yeah, usually it's like
you don't have to
laundry.
I was looking at how the
Dinosaurs.
tree, how if you stare at the orchard when you drive by, you keep seeing a straight line through it.
I know you have to like sit there and explain yourself.
I want to be close. I want you to be close.
It's usually something really boring.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how I don't want to be sitting here next to you, Clara. Get out of my
thinking about
bed.
how I don't want to take my windshield to get repaired.
Do you need to repair your windshield?
You know it. You know I do.
I don't pay attention.
He was my friend.
Clara,
I remember. We used to play this game.
where we pretend like you had a friend named Daniel.
And then you pretend to murder him. Then you pretend to incinerate him.
If I have a friend who
What
likes to
game?
play that game, I'd be concerned. Keith, is that the game you like to play?
Put your hand on the curtain. I do it too on my side. Do you feel my hand? Or the curtain? I put my hand on the curtain.
This reminds me of
This
like
kills the crab. I feel both.
hugs you tightly. Glomps XD.
Oh no. Oh no. Separation
Looks
and
at you
closeness.
longingly.
No, this is the opposite of how Rogue felt.
You know,
Is this why you build walls? Her whole thing is she couldn't touch people. She had gloves all the time and she felt like she was endlessly cut off from humanity. She could never touch anyone's skin. Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter.
and I do like this theme. I like the theme
I
of
want to be close.
like alienation. Nobody will
surrounded
ever
by curtains.
nobody will ever truly know
see that?
you.
You need to be separated.
There's curtains all throughout this game.
They're surrounded by curtains. Right now, in their bedroom.
Every living thing dies
know.
alone.
I know how.
I like this theme. I get it, Clara.
On opposing sides.
You don't have to hammer me on the head with this. Get out of my bed. I'm calling you an Uber.
I'll show you. E.
Oh,
What?
good, she's gone.
I did... My lawn.
Hey, look, that's the curtain from the flashbacks.
What, the curtain that has a body in it?
It does look like that, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to be.
I don't know. Curtains don't just have a weird wrinkle that tall.
It's too long
It's a
though.
little weird.
Looks like a noodle.
Yeah.
That'd be if you killed a giant
It's the
noodle.
albino from Pathologic. It's just a weird, tentacly looking man.
So what origami are we making?
I think those are just different, yeah, they're different directional images of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chiseling it into a pillar seems a little much. That seems like a little too much work for just blueprinting something. Oh, but this is the room in the building that itself is a blueprint of the building. It's a construction. So it's like it is like a self-aggrandizing.
It's not letting me leave.
It is the self-aggrandizing, egotistical reconstruction about the very idea of how this building was constructed to celebrate its own creation and existence. It's like when you get to the part of a video game where they make a room that's like the developer room. That's all the fun references to the inside of the game.
Gotta love
But
those,
this is a real ass room in a real ass building made to celebrate the building.
It's not letting me go through this door.
There must be something to do.
I don't know about that.
Fair. There has been evidence to the counter. See the creepy lump in the curtain?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
She's hiding behind the curtain.
Oh, she's she's dead back there. So mean.
I put my hand
Clara.
on the curtain. Maybe she's dead. I do it too on my side.
So is Clara hiding behind the curtain to? She's living my fantasy with me.
Yay.
Maybe she's okay. That's kind of nice of her.
Do you feel my hand? I hide the bodies behind the curtain.
I feel like
Yes.
there's certain cultures that like experience intimacy through sheets like this.
Closer.
I wonder if this guy has a certain fetish for
Mormon.
that. Is it Mormons?
I think Mormons
There's
fuck
a
their
few
wives
different-
through a curtain while fully clothed.
There's a few cultures I think do that.
Do
But
you feel me?
usually it's not for fun. Usually it's for it's because reproduction only. Joyless reproduction. Women are evil. Don't look at them.
Yes. The continuance of the human race and our religion. Our order. I want to be closer. Take the scissors.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do the thing I was just talking about.
Oh no.
Please, I can't.
Once at the top.
See? Oh my god. I told you. I'm excited. Where's the scissors?
Oh my god.
I need those scissors right now.
Oh my god. Put your hand on the curtain. Don't go back to the kid thing. That's weird.
I was gonna say, that's not
Act 3.
That's not what we're doing here, right?
Are there 3 acts? Or is it Shakespearean and there's 5?
Oh goodness.
Or is it Kojima-ian and there's 12?
Oh goodness. Oh goodness more. Let's actually let me walk around this time.
These spooked me out. It's like a foreign visual to me because I'm not used to hanging laundry anyway. And this is like a weird death labyrinth where you get murdered.
It's making me go extra slow right now. I think, this is the kind of game I think you're supposed to play alone by yourself. I think watching a Let's Play of this is not giving you the ambient experience that you're supposed to, or at least that the director wants you to experience. I can tell you, even if I was playing this by myself, I wouldn't have patience. You wouldn't have the patience. You'd just be out. No, there's a lot of games I like the idea. I love games that are super alone, like super introspective experiences. I can just tell you the pacing of this is a little much. Not for my personal taste, but to each their own. And also, I think the point could have been explained in like one sentence. They are starting to repeat the same paragraph sentences at us a lot. Well, it's a really common theme. Like I know this alienation theme, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I like a lot of books that have that theme. I think you're supposed to go right, by the way. I think you're right. In the opening. I think you're right about that. I think you're supposed to navigate the maze. Well, I thought the maze was going to veer off one of these directions. Boop, boop, boop. But if I was able to like run, I could have figured that out faster. But I get it. They want me to experience this aesthetic. And it's a good aesthetic. Sit in it. Yeah, and I do like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic more than Clara, though. Oh god, what the fuck was that? Was it a gun? That was like cocking of a gun, right? Or something? I don't know. Or a lighter. You did get me, game. You got me. Or a mechanical phone, mechanical camera. Mechanical pencil. Mechanical pencil. I'm afraid of school. That was just adorable Labrador Scruffles in his prosthetic leg. Here he comes. It's doing it again. Bomp, bomp, bomp. Bomp, bomp.
Oh no, the holes.
Oh my goodness. My dreams have come
I swear
true.
to God, if you were right.
I told you. I called it. I didn't even mean to. I just was thinking about that.
Are you still there?
Are you
Target
still there?
lost.
I like when it talks about Prometheus.
A question of perspective. But you can literally see through the holes.
So, this could definitely be like a fear of intimacy. Or it could be like a I don't want to look at you kind of thing.
I like to fuck in the dark.
Yeah, some people do. That's kind of sad. Well, no, I mean, well, okay, it's fine. Just as long as you're not doing it because you're afraid of yourself.
Are you allowed to leave now? Oh, here we go.
Cool.
Your agoraphobia has ended. You can now leave your ego.
Never.
Oh, now it's the PT door. This game just got more intense.
Hold on to your ego.
That door means something. The PT door, not here.
I know, but for some reason I was wondering if there was like a direction I could have gone to the left. See, I don't want to make the wrong decision because I feel like it will take me forever to get back.
I have that exact thought when I play a game where you walk sufficiently slow in your recording.
So this is not letting me open it.
Like if I walk that way, I have to spend 30 more seconds walking the other way.
If I had to have my own YouTube channel, I have to cut out so much of me just walking in the wrong direction because that would be like a majority of my playthroughs, so just me going the wrong way.
I started there and then I moved on. I used to cut out every single I used to cut out every time I misspoke when I was trying to read something.
Oh.
I would start the line over after pausing for 10 seconds, and then I would see the pause and I would edit out the whole part of me doing it wrong.
Amphitheater? Amphitheater?
Yeah, apparently it's amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
But I've never caught that, and no one has ever noticed me mispronouncing it ever.
Yeah.
Because it's almost indetectable that someone's saying amphitheater.
This way.
So we're probably not going to change that one.
Usually I try to make a conscious effort to not do that.
I just don't know if I've
it's letting me go.
It's way easier to notice the mistakes, like if you, for example, say taken for granted or windmill.
Windmill.
But if you're corrected on amphitheater, that's a little harder to internalize.
This way? Left or straight, Keith?
Let's go into the darkness.
Well, I think both ways led to darkness.
Well,
here's okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Hey, look, another wall curtain. Now,
please let me fuck it. Oh no.
Is there a body hanging on the wall behind the curtain, or is it just the curtain that you fucked your girlfriend through once?
Well,
that's in your museum of your ego.
Let's find out.
Is everything okay? You're very short, so you're a kid right now. Because the door handle's as tall as you are.
They don't know how tall I am in real life. I could be that short.
You could be Danny DeVito. Martin? Come in, Daniel.
Well, oh, okay. I'm gonna look over here.
Are you ready for your intimacy problems that spring from opening that shower curtain?
I was gonna say, it seems like an intimacy problem. Let's see why we have an intimacy problem. Yes.
Martin? Someone dead in there? Martin.
Hand me the soap. Okay, so he's not in there.
I don't want to go in the dark. What? Did it?
Oh my gosh, am I on the other side of the curtain?
Did it just whip you around in that moment? Are we inside the furnace now?
No, we're on the outside because the fire's inside.
Oh, right. That is an important element of how furnaces work. One might say the most important part.
Yes, fire goes inside.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. Who said it? It's extra mysterious because we layered our voices like in those other, like when they have a supernatural being.
I love
you.
Oh. I don't know what to say. So, I thought this was helpful.
Were they trying to do something therapeutic?
Where are you at the moment?
Are you still there?
You don't see me. Whoever really sees me? Nobody really understands me. I don't see you, but I know you are behind it.
The curtain or the murder?
From the nefarious plot. Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. See, yeah, they're repeating that. It's the point of the game.
It's the thesis.
Mm-hmm.
The theme.
Yes. I know.
Places I would not want to be. Yeah, don't lose track of the light. Something uniquely video gamey is that if you accidentally turn away from the light source, you can lose track of which way is even up or down at some point because you have no orientation. The choices.
The choices.
Well, you were going deeper and deeper before, right? So you probably want to keep going deeper.
Yeah, I do think it's
because that's
this
the hallway.
way.
No, this is the hallway you came from, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
I don't know,
You've been
Keith.
slowly getting deeper to where you buried her.
I want to look at that art piece from before. Because I don't think this is anything. I don't think I can even navigate. Like... Yeah.
Well...
Yeah, I can't even get in there. Good going, Keith.
Yeah. I wasted seconds. Seconds of our time.
Keith just wasted seconds of your guys' lives. Terrible, terrible.
You were one step from triggering dialogue.
Claire, is that you? I thought you'd gone home. Yeah, I feel scared about that.
You got so close to triggering the dialogue.
Keith stopped me. Around. He said, no, go back the other way. I'm just kidding. I can't give Keith crap at all. I get lost everywhere. So, please forgive me, Keith.
Well, do you think the door was... I don't know. I don't know if it was taking you to the front door or not.
Who?
Don't do this, Clara. Are we Clara now?
I don't know.
Oh. No, you are not behind the curtain, aren't you? You are not behind the curtain, aren't you?
I was gonna say, isn't that incorrect?
I'm iffy on it. Are those knives? Clara, if you're behind that curtain, tell me, please. What's sticking out? Or are they
no, it's just shadows.
Holes? E.
Okay.
The holes are in the wall.
Wow, I really did a number on that. Jeez Louise, take it easy, dude.
It got so fucking dark. Where are you?
I'm in my room still, but I can't...
Did they just turn the lights off to murder you? Maybe you need to find the front door and get out.
Oh no, my directional skills.
It's left of here, because that's the pillar.
Good job.
I think those are the stairs. Yep. Oh, this is creepy. This is so right. That's yeah. Please don't go, Daniel.
Okay, when am I gonna? I'm gonna run into something
So you're
spooky.
gonna turn right.
I'm gonna run into something spooky.
This is actually creepy now. You have no. It's like we were talking about before with people's.
Uh-oh, why do I have an E?
Yeah, well, it's the door to leave. It's like we were talking about before about people stuck in the dark with they're wide-eyed because they have no light at all. Because we were watching Don't Breathe.
Yeah, I love
Like,
movies.
that's what you just
or
went-
Quarantine. Quarantine's the other
Yeah.
one where like you have someone with night vision and you're looking at people who
That's what
are
you
in
just
the dark,
did.
and their eyes are like they look like inhuman animals in the dark. It's a great effect.
Have you ever been in a place that dark?
Yes.
Like when they take you into a cavern underground and turn the lights off?
Yeah, I told you I had to do that night walk in science camp.
Oh, that's what you meant when you said spirit walk. I didn't know what that meant. And then
Well,
you were like, you don't know what you know a spirit walk? And I think you never explained it.
No, because I think we got interrupted by something spooky. But yeah, no, they make you do a thing where you have to walk like from point A to point B in complete darkness, in like in wooded darkness where there's just no civilization, so there's no glimpse of light in any which direction.
We lose a kid every year.
Honestly, I was gonna say I figured out there was like a you really you can hold hands if you want to. And I remember I held hands,
You can
but
hold hands if you want to.
I still don't know. Somebody reached and grabbed my hand, but I still don't know, to this day I don't know.
Oh,
who it was.
it's getting furnacy. I think the window's getting furnacy. Or it's chairs? What a visual style.
I do like the visual style.
Are you still there? I love you.
I love you.
The space between.
Huh.
It's all up for interpretation, man.
So who?
I think we solved the fact that they're Mormon, and the creator's Mormon.
No,
And this is
not
like the
Mormon.
this is like the Binding of Isaac, but for a Mormon. So it's like somebody who grew up Mormon and made a game unpacking all the weird trauma of their religion, like that guy did for Binding of Isaac, because he grew up in a Christian household, and so here's all this imagery.
I'll have to contact my Mormon ex-boyfriend and ask him for his insight. He's not Mormon anymore, so maybe he might have some
Your
weird.
ex-Mormon ex-boyfriend.
My ex-Mormon ex-boyfriend.
Well, that was neat. Maybe twice as long as it should have been, but neat.
It was neat. I have qualms, but
You have qualms.
I have qualms.
Well, if you say them, the developer might hear them. That's how covering super indie games works.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's that they actually might watch the video.
People are gonna think I'm like a mean girl who's impatient. I like lengthy, introspective, artful pieces of media. Video games are really good for this. I think the point was really easily achieved by way less dialogue. The visual, everything held for way too long. Dialogue held for way too long. Well, let me skip dialogue. It should let me walk a little bit faster too. I mean, if you want me to walk slower during certain parts, that's fine.
Yeah,
But-
with the whole game.
Yeah.
There was definitely like an audible pace thing. Maybe that was the space between...
The space between lines of dialogue.
Yeah, everything's spaced out. Man. I don't know.
Am I scared only of people who want to have sex through sheets?
Yeah. That was interesting, though. I was apprehensive for a lot of it, especially near the end, because I'm just like, I don't know how this is going to manifest.
I wish it paid off, though. I really wanted at least one big...
The
One big
The
reveal.
thing you're most startled by was a click noise.
Yeah, I really wanted to see what was behind the shower curtain.
Oh.
Was
the
it
sound we
scissors?
heard was scissors.
Yeah, I thought maybe that, actually.
The sound we heard was the scissors cutting the two holes.
Yeah, because it was two times.
Yeah. I just put that together. Oh, his name is Comic. Sans tells jokes because it's Comic Sans.
Oh my gosh, Keith. Are you serious? You just got that now? Oh my goodness. Everybody.